Yeah, look, we obviously just finished the review with the players, and a lot of what we spoke about was to do with our offence and our ball movement. Obviously, we had the ball just as much as the opposition, and we matched them in clearances. But our ability to use the ball through the corridor and to get the ball forward was a big problem for us. We created some real problems ourselves with our ball movement. North were able to force some turnovers and kick some goals just by our inability to use the short kicks, and we kept going long down the line, which really hurt us on the night. No, it wasn't ideal to lose those two boys before the game. We knew they were in sundown before the game, but they both had fitness tests and failed those. So unfortunately they didn't play, but it brought a couple of other soldiers in, as we call it, who needed to play their roles. But it certainly unbalanced us a little bit, put a lot more pressure on obviously Rocky through the midfield and a few others. So not ideal, but unfortunately that's been the year that has been, and we just have to deal with that, and we get games into young kids. So they're learning the ropes as well. So, whilst we're not winning, at least we're getting games into the Dawsons and to the Beasleys and the like. So that's been a positive in light of what's going on with our injuries. Robbo's always coming off with something. He's crazy, but one thing he's brought to this club is a lot of hardness, and we've given him a few jobs over the last few weeks. He obviously did the job on Fife a few weeks ago, and we gave him the role on Swallow on the weekend. Did an outstanding job on Andrew Swallow in the first half, who's such a good player for him, but we had to release that tag because we just needed him helping Rocky around the midfield, winning the hard ball. So he was able to do that for us, had something like 8 clearances and 10 tackles, so he's performing really well for us and has been a real bonus and a plus for us this year. And the other thing he's been able to do is bring some leadership to our younger guys as well. He's pretty close to the young group, and he's been good. He's been like another coach for us in terms of their development, so he's been a terrific bonus for us this year. Yeah, Aishi unfortunately broke his finger on the weekend, so he had surgery yesterday afternoon. He's come through that really well, and he's just on the road to rehab now, but unfortunately we won't see him in the Lions Guernsey again this year. That's been a bit disappointing because he's actually starting to find a little bit of form through the midfield, and in that third quarter we actually gave him the role on Swallow when we released Mitch Robinson, and he did a terrific job on Andrew Swallow and actually gained 6 or 7 possessions and a couple of clearances himself. So there were some really good signs for Aishi. So again, as I said earlier, it's been the year it has been with our injuries, and we've lost another soldier now, so we'll just have to replace him with someone else and keep moving forward.